Day 31. Man, I feel beat up. Only the bottom half of me though. My legs are so sore. But it's pretty comfortable out right now as far as temperature goes. I can't see my breath. I didn't have to sleep with all my gear on. I'm only wearing one shirt and one pair of pants, which, most nights on here I've been sleeping with pretty much all of my stuff on. Even even when I was lying there on my back in Silver City for 2 weeks, I had to wear every day it was the same thing. As soon as it started getting cold, I had as soon as the sun was going down, I started putting on all my layers. And then when you wake up and it starts heating up slowly through the day, I start taking them all off. And it's kind of annoying, but I don't like being cold. Speaking of being cold, that's what we're going into, but at least it feels pleasant right now. The water wasn't freezing yesterday, a little chilly, but last time I was here, the water hurt. It was cold, it snowed. So this is going to be a pleasant and beautiful experience. We're going to make it to Doc Campbell's. We're going to kick back, relax in some hot springs for a while. I think it's going to be awesome, man. I only have like 20 miles to Doc Campbell's, so I'm giving myself 2 days to do that. I'm assuming with walking through these rivers, I'll be doing about a mile an hour, so that seems realistic. Unfortunately, I slept in as late as I can, and it's 4 o'clock. But I went to bed early, too, so I probably got a good 10 hours of sleep or so. So I was going to sit in my tent and drink coffee till the sun comes up. Nice plan. What else can I do? I'm glad I noticed this little spider hanging out in here with me. And it's like every day when I roll up my tent, there seems to be some poor bug trapped in there. Not last night, but the night before when I unpacked my tent. There's a little flying bug stuck in here. And I was able to pull it out and put a drop of water on my finger, and it came over and gobbled up that drop of water before it flew away. So I was pleased with that. But yeah, this spider has to go because, she'd end up getting smushed in here. I don't even know what she is. I'm not familiar with her. But you gots to go. I'm bored. Been sitting here for an hour and a half already. 2 cups of coffee in, had breakfast. Got that spider high as fuck. And I'm just bored and waiting. It's dark out there. I don't want to cross anything in the dark, especially the first one. I'm assuming it's lower than last year, and I remember the first one being barely crotch high. But I don't necessarily want to try it until the sun comes up. But it takes a while for the sun to come up in a canyon. So I think I'm just going to wait until I can see clearly. It's not that cold out, and it's going to be better than last time. Got a good 20 miles of river crossings till Doc Campbell's. That's not too bad. I'm hoping to be there tomorrow for dinner-ish time, something like that. I'm not going to push myself. I'm going to go until I don't feel like going anymore, and then I'm going to stop. Man, there's campsites all over the place in here. It's all sand, though. I hate camping in sand. You always carry it with you, man. Miles and miles later, you're still finding sand. It is what it is, though. I'm really hoping that the water's low enough to where I don't have to take stuff off the bottom of my pack, because I added extra stuff to my pack so it hangs a little lower. Because I can put it on top, but it doesn't. It's not where it's supposed to be, and it's just higher, and it messes with my hat and stuff. And it messes with my motif. So it's a waterproof bag, so I might just, even if it's getting wet, leave it there. But again, judgment call. Oh, I got a little later start than I expected. I'm all packed up and ready. Just my muscles are sore. But I heard some hikers. I was like, oh, maybe I can watch them cross, huh? And see how bad it is for them. It'll give me something to work with. The whole group of them, they're taking along the right-hand bank for now. I mean, I guess it really doesn't really matter, but it didn't get much past their knees on that first crossing, but we'll see. Oh, they've all come to a stop. There's hesitation. The leader is unsure. Oh, there's more of them. Jesus. Okay, I want to let all these people pass. I do not want to be in this merry band. I think I'm just going to plow through this stuff just to see how deep it is. We're going to get in it anyway. Alright, finally ready to depart. I'm going to have this annoying thing in my face all day. So I don't have to stop and filter water. I can just, dip my jug in and then drink out of the top. I don't normally do that because you don't get much flow through these things. So you're fighting for every drink. But when it's cold and you're wet, you don't feel dehydrated, so you dehydrate yourself is how it goes. So I'm hoping that this helps me. Let's go get cold and wet. Ooh, just walking through that little one, yeah, that hurt. My feet are cold. They'll adjust, but right now is when you just kind of grimace and keep walking. Hopefully your body adjusts to it. It's pretty cold. It's not freezing out, but my fingers hurt. They're not wet. It's just cold. Not so cold you can see your breath though, so there's that. Well, that does look like it's flowing fast, doesn't it? I'm going to take the punk way and go where I saw those guys go. I mean, I end up on that side of the river anyway, so. I guess in the end, what does it matter? I am going to get wet. But hopefully the fireball comes up. Makes it all warm, and you're like, oh man, I can't wait to go in the water again. Oh, looky there, man. It's a nice looking cave. It's got windows in it and shit. I don't know if it extends over to this bad boy. Alright. First two crossings, not bad at all. Still below my knee. This is gonna be great, man. Especially once the sun comes up. Oh, is that beaver damage? I've never seen a beaver take down a tree like that, but it doesn't look cut down. I'm curious. Is there any teeth marks in it? Yes. Is that beaver? Yeah, those would be teeth marks, wouldn't they? Wow. That one's torn up over there too. I would not have guessed. Another nice cave up in there. These trees, they're just so big and beautiful. Look at all that. These trees will become big and mighty someday if the beavers don't get to them. Or maybe the beavers just like these trees. I don't know. It's gotta suck when your food source is wood. It's not the easiest thing to eat. Yeah, this doesn't appear to be the same beast at all. I'm fairly certain what I'm standing on was all underwater. The banks look really high. That's the hard part. How do you get in and out? But, just straight walk along and zing, zing, zing. Shave off a few corners. Seems easy in my mind. That was a little deeper than I thought. Damn near up to my belly button. Check out that little rock right there. Looks like we're getting into some sunlight. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. It's not bad at all so far. Oh, yeah. Beavers did a number on these, too. It's got to be beavers, right? I mean, what else eats wood like that? Technically, I am not on trail. It is on the other side of the river, which I can't see because it's so far away. But I'm following animal paths for the most part, like this right here. This is pretty animal pathy. Huh. See snakes all along this way. Because I think the animals have been through here more time than the hikers. And if they've cleared out a path like this, it's got to be the way, man. Even though technically it's supposed to be probably 100 yards or so that way. According to the pink line on the map, anyway. Don't know, maybe it's off and this is the official trail, because this feels more like a trail than things I've been on in a while. Oh, today's going to be a good day, especially once I warm up. My fingers are still hurting. I'm having a hard time putting the camera somewhere where I don't get a little bit of moisture on the lenses and such. And I don't have anything dry to wipe it off with because I accidentally submerged my microfiber. But the water was deeper than I thought. I also submerged my lighter. So I got to dry that off before I have a safety meeting. Which is what this stand of trees is asking for, is it not? Oh, you're beautiful. I'm going to go hang out with you. Unfortunately, my lighter's still wet, so I can't even take a safety meeting. Which I don't understand why lighters really don't work when they get wet. I mean, flint should still strike when slightly moist. It's not like it's absorbent. Gas is flammable. But no, lighters just straight stop working. I also saw the tail end of that group of, I believe it's 9 people, and then I saw 3 the day before. So that means there's way too many people at Ducks right now, so I want to take it a little slower. So I'm going to stand here and wave my lighter around and hope it dries. Watch them cross right here, and it was only knee deep, so that's nice. This is so much more mellow than it was last time. I am a fan already. Fingers are finally starting to warm up. They don't hurt anymore. They're just chilly. It has been very open. I think I've only crossed the river 5 or so times. 6, I don't know much. That piece of driftwood is asking for my batucamus. My lighter still doesn't work, but I do have a backup lighter in my bag, and I feel like taking a safety meeting. So, I walked around and kept blowing into my stupid lighter and, shaking it in the sunlight, and nothing. Nothing. And as I was just picking up my pack, going on my back, I turn around and there's dust. And I'm like, what the hell? And hikers. Yet another troop of them. Okay, well, fuck. I don't want to walk in that shit, so yeah, I'm just going to hang here for a bit. Doc Campbell is going to be filled, man. I don't want to hang out with a bunch of hikers. Hot Springs got too many people in it. Brr. I mean, there's room for everybody, but, not out here to mingle. Oh, that dust they're kicking up. My God. I'm hoping that's part of the initial group I saw. Maybe they split up and there's another group somewhere. And that's not added to the total of, I believe there was a group of 8, and then a group of 3, and then that's what, 5? hikers are over there. Yeah, there's some movement. Yeah. I'm on the other side of the river, following animal paths. Oh, interesting little stand of trees coming up. Is that a large dead animal? Yeah, that's what I'm going with. That is what happens when you take the animal path, huh? Nope, totally not an animal. I thought it was a big dead cow. It's just a clump of something, another covered in sand. This is just beautiful. So much fluff floating around in the air. People with allergies would be dying. It's beautiful though. This is so great. So much easier last time. This is pleasant. I'm way ahead of that other group. I'm feeling stronger too. My muscles don't hurt as much today. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Yep, that's how it's done. Couple kayakers coming down. That's the way to do it. It's a lazy river for them at this point. Chatted them up as they was going by. They're out here hunting turkeys. I hope not from the kayak. But I did hear some turkey this morning. Saw footprints as well. Man, this is so nice. Ah, damn, those hikers are catching up. It is hard to behold and take in the splendor around you and keep your eye on the animal path all at the same time. These are interesting patterns in the sand. It's been so fewer crossings. Things like this would have been filled with water. You can tell there's water here not too long ago. It's amazing what just a couple of feet changes. The water feels good. It's not even cold anymore. So all the fluff coming by, pick up on camera. It is heavy in the air. At one point, and not too long ago, because this stuff is not old by any means, the water was this high. Yeah, that doesn't look old at all to me. A couple of years, maybe. I caught that other group. So I'm just gonna hang out here for a while so I can pretend I'm the only person out here. They are moving super slow. They pretended like this was like hard to do. They formed a line and whatnot to help each other across. It was at their thighs. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here for a while, let them carry on, man. See, the thing is, I just took a break and I'm not really in the mood for a break. They're moving really slow. Maybe I should just pass them. I met one of them in passing, a dude named Wiggles. But I didn't even talk to any of the others. Groups tend to travel slowly. And since they haven't been through this before, especially, at the heights I have, they stop to analyze the crossings as to where I just barrel through. Like, I'm not even worried about these. Man, it's such a good day. It's kind of an interesting spot. The river comes down the way and then it splits into three right here. Now the first one I went to was on the other side of the rocks, which is the right-hand turn. But the water was way too smooth and it was just between, two huge rocks. So I knew it was deep. When the water doesn't appear to be moving, but it is, it's probably deep. So I opted for this one on the right, fairly crouch deep. Don't know what the middle one's like. I didn't have to touch it. It's getting about time for lunch, isn't it? Not necessarily hungry, but I know I need to put some food in me. The smell in here, I can't describe it. It's nothing I've ever smelled before. Just so fresh. With a hint of sarsaparilla. There's more of that tube stuff. What is it? Seems to be moving, or is that just the water making it move? No, it's a worm. There's its tail. Look, the tail's totally moving. This thing is alive. Crazy. Well, that's a few of them. I see other tails. Okay. Must just be doing a mating thing or something, I decided to take a break next to the river. There's a nice fallen tree. Decided to filter some water too. I was not getting enough through that Sawyer squeeze. It doesn't work like that. You get dribbles. So I figured while I was here, dry off the tootsies as well. Nice soft sand to hang out in. Feels good between the toes. Ominous clouds are looming in the distance. Hopefully it's just nothing, just blowing by. I'd prefer some sunshine down here. I am going to be getting wet a few more times. While I sat there resting, eating my lunch and all that, even more hikers came by that I haven't seen before. So, yeah, it's literally going to be like 20 people at Doc Campbell's. I've made it as far as I planned on going today. Doc Campbell's was 20 miles out when I set out. Now it's only 10 miles away. It's only one right now. I'm not even close to being done. So I guess I'll be getting to Doc Campbell's a little earlier. But that's cool because I got some YouTube stuff I can do. Do kind of want the hot tubs mostly to myself, the hot springs. I mean, not necessarily, there's a few of them, but if there's 20 people, ugh, no. straight through. Oh, it's got a chimney. What critter is responsible for that? I've been chasing those two up this thing for the longest time. Notice that ducks generally fly away in the direction you're walking, only to have to fly away again. They make a cute couple. And of course I think I need to cross here, so I'll have to startle them yet again. No, they were smart and went downstream this time. Only because they said something. Like, this definitely would have been river last time. I don't even know where the river is. I think it's on the other side? Oh, I can't remember which way. Oh no, I see some river over there. Huh. Definitely got windy. It's digging the cool layers, man. Even all the little rocks here are cool. And then, yeah. Man, I could stop and look at the cool rocks all day. Look at this rock. It's a rock made of little rocks. That is badass. Walking down the way, minding my own business, the water got all deep on me. I know, all the way up to my nips. Not having the deepest one yet. It was very narrow and fast. but only in a small part of it, you know. And now I gotta carry my phone with me because I don't have a dry pocket to put it in. So that's kind of annoying. But I will drive pretty quick out here. Oh, as long as it doesn't rain, I mean, clouds are looking foreboding. Overcast in all directions, some big puppies here and there. I didn't check the weather before I left. Last time I checked it was a while ago when I first got hurt because I knew I was going to be laying in the same spot. Time for that group of hikers again. Walking in the river is a viable option this time. Sometimes it's easier to walk in water than it is to bushwhack through this crap. And if you find the path, cool. But hey, it's like the beavers have been eating these too. Good one's coming. Say, what is this? But I'm pretty sure it's the floaty from a toilet. Sure enough. Why not? Other than that act of violence right there, this seems like a pretty tranquil spot. I'm gonna chill here for a little bit. Somebody move the lava rocks out of the way. It's a little after 3, and I'm already contemplating finding a campsite. I'm gonna wander for maybe another hour or so. Just keep my eye open in the meantime. We're only like 6 miles maybe from Doc Campbell's, maybe 5. But I don't want to get there tonight. I'm hoping everybody else really wants to get there tonight. I'm assuming they will. I mean, it's only a handful of miles. And then when I go in tomorrow, there won't be all those people. That's kind of the game plan. This must be where the good updrafts are. Everybody's all hanging out on these cliffs. Didn't expect a big wide open grass field. Look at those reds. Nuts. Here's a trail. That sign is no less informative than most of them I come across. Digging these rocks, all the stacks, layers. Oh, it's totally ready to fall. I'm hoping to catch some pictures from similar angles that I did last time so I can see, like, I'm pretty sure all that was underwater. But then I take pictures of the same rocks? Probably. Now the map makes mention that there is a nearby hot spring, is just what it says. Most of the comments make it seem as though it's not real. But if I was a hot spring, I'd probably be in that green spot right there. Like, that's where the dot is on the map too, so I mean, since the river is easy enough to cross, I might as well check it out. I'm looking for a place to stop anyway. Okay, we made it to the other side, and this is promising. That water is very warm. Well, excuse me. Bath water warm. Look at all the fishies. So let's follow it. What? Okay, let's find a place to set up a camp. Nice. Yeah, screw going to docks, man. There's gonna be 20 people there tonight. I don't have to camp next to it, just near it. Didn't have to wander far. I'm cowboy camping under this thing. There's not a whole lot of space. Tucked up right underneath this precariously placed rock that could come down any time. And, you know, why not tonight of all nights? You know, hanging my food bag from it like that is what's going to set it off in the end. They're going to do some sort of math on it and be like, oh yeah, if he wouldn't have hung his food bag. And boom, hot spring right here, or a warm spring. I haven't tested it out, but, you know, I dip my toe in, it's warm. It is pretty muddy, but I don't mind mud. There's water. I'll use that to wash it off. There might even be something better up here if I climbed, but not worth it. Not the biggest or the best hot spring, but nor the warmest. But I got tons of little fishies. It's not bad. A couple of hikers joined me. There's 4 of us in here at one point. But they took off to go find a camp spot and left this to me. It turns out the warm spot is right here, is where the water comes out. That's the warmest spot. So I just swiped that. Everybody would naturally want to go into the deeper end, but no, right here is where the warm water is. It's where the fishies like to hang out too. I was hoping they'd clean my feet, but I don't believe they are. I sure don't feel them doing it. Those don't look clean. Ah, nice. Although, unfortunately, talking to those hikers, Doc Campbell's is closed today, so all those hikers that are going there today will be camping out and probably hanging out tomorrow. And it's only like 4 miles up the way tops, so I will be there decently early. I'm going to sleep in as best I can and mosey my way there, not in a hurry, but I don't want to be there with 20 some odd people, man. I've seen a lot of people today. That was half the reason I came here. No peace paradise, man. It was a really nice day today. I had a pretty good time most of the day. Was not bored at all. Ended really nice. I'm having some noodle stuff with some chicken stuff. I don't know, same shit I'm always eating. Some sort of Knorr something or another. Let's see what Doc's has to offer tomorrow. And after the locusts all hit it, I mean, 20 something people ahead of me. I was not expecting that, man. It is what it is. It all works out in the end, doesn't it? Alright, well, I'm going to go to sleep here. It is windy. Unfortunately, the wind bounces right off of this curvature and comes right at me, even with all this foliage. That's my drawers and all my stuff drying out. And my pants on the wall. But even with all this foliage, and this stuff I tucked around, I started weaving stuff to give myself a little bit more room. Same on this side. Does not block much of the wind. You'd think it would, but it all comes from right up here. And unfortunately, it's not even sand. It's like fine sand. So yeah, I'm going to have it all up in my heebie-jeebies for the next couple of days. But I got hot springs tomorrow, so who cares? Good night. That little spiral is a bug. He's digging around looking for a good spot. It's an antlion searching for a home or a place to lay a trap. Wish I could sit here and time lapse it. But the sun is going down. Well, it's down for